Well, just as you can see here, there was a Cessna 172M Skyhawk I've just seen from a distance anyway. Occasionally I've just seen a Cessna 172M Skyhawk I've just seen from a distance anyway. Which, you know, this is where it goes to his usual route apparently, as it goes from his usual route over to, as it passes over towards Flushing and then into my bridge. So as you can see, it's the same registration as we saw yesterday. It's the same one. As you can see, it's G-EGLA, that is. And that is the Cessna 172M Skyhawk, that is. It's where it's come from his usual base. It's come from his usual base, that bombing airfield. There it goes. As you can see, it flew in here just about 15,000 feet from here. And that just roughly took off from his base, the bombing airfield. There he is. That's where it's taken off from. Apparently it's taken off from his base, that bombing airfield, I think. Tells me the times and all that anyway. Which I think it might have took off the bombing airfield probably around 12:45, I believe. I think as this is where it's taken off from anyway. So yes, as you can see, that was the same registration as we did see yesterday though. This is the one that's operated by the Cornwall Flying Club anyway. So yeah, this is the one that's operated by the Cornwall Flying Club anyway. So yeah, and hopefully he should be heading back to his base at bombing airfield very soon. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye. Well, I would take it this is definitely the second flight path we've seen from the Cessna 172M Skyhawk that we've just seen. But obviously, because it is the same registration now as we saw like a couple of hours ago anyway. Obviously, as you can see, it's the same registration as we saw is, as you can see, it's the same registration as G-EGLA, that is. But as you can see, this time he's flown here about, but he flew in a different height this time though. He is now about just under 18,000 feet this time now. But whereas before he was at 15,000 feet, he was before that. So as you can see, it's roughly gone from the same route by the looks of it, over towards Flushing and then into Mile Bridge. And as you can see, that took off from its base to bombing airfield at 1 o'clock, I believe. I think it literally just took off from its base, that bombing airfield, probably just around 1 o'clock, I believe. So yeah, obviously it is the same plane as we saw a couple of hours ago anyway, but it's the same registration anyway. It's a bit weird though, because we haven't seen any other planes though, or especially helicopters though, which is so weird though. So weird, we've not even yet seen any other planes or helicopters yet though. Shame that though, but you know. So yeah, as you can see, that's probably now his third pass, I think, anyway. His third fly pass, I believe. Probably just near me anyway. As you can see, now it's just going a different route this time anyway. Now it's changing a different route this time anyway. Whereas before he was towards Newquay anyway, and then into Pasto. So yeah, and then it went back to his base of bombing airfield. But as you can see, this time he's almost changing the route slightly though. But as you can see, he's almost changing the route slightly though. I think because the trouble is, you see, like, I think this plane here is probably doing laps anyway. I think he's only done the third fly pass so far though. But whereas we did miss out the first one. Which unfortunately the first fly pass I was busy though. I was busy at the time though. So yeah, so luckily this time we get to see a second fly pass from the Cessna F172M Skyhawk by G-EGLA, that is, and it's operated by the Cornwall Flying Club. Okay, so yep, hopefully should be heading back to his base to bombing airfield very soon, hopefully. Whereas if we might get to see the other aircrafts coming over, but I don't know yet. But it's always the same plane as we did see though, but obviously because at the meantime we haven't seen any other planes though. We haven't seen the ones taken off Newquay Airport or Pound Porth Airfield yet though. But the bombing airfield one we've seen anyway, so far, which is the Cessna 172M Skyhawk. So yeah, which is the G-EGLA we've just seen anyway. Okay, so yep. And by the way, just to let you know, it's a bit windy around here, just to let you know, because the weather is kind of a bit windy around here today, so at least I have to go steady with my camera today, you know. It's obviously because it's quite windy around here today, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that was the Cessna 172M Skyhawk we've just seen, once again, for the second fly pass. But I think it should be now heading back to bombing airfield now, by the looks of it. Should be heading back to its base of bombing airfield, but this time it's changing the route. It's changed the route slightly now anyway, but it's now changing the route. There you go, look, see, look. Whereas if he did the 2 fly pass over Newquay and then into Pasto, but this time he's now changing the route slightly though. This time, as you can see, he's now flying towards Laddig anyway. As you can see now, he's creasing up the feet even higher though, which is probably under 28,000 feet now anyway. So as you can see, it flew past Truro though. Whereas before that, he was passing near Truro, probably passed over 3 milestone. Okay, so yep, that's just the second fly pass we've seen from the Cessna 172M Skyhawk, operated by the Cornwall Flying Club. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.